This simple measurement is a better predictor of when you'll die than your blood pressure or your BMI. It's based off a study of 140,000 people, and it found one specific biomarker for long life, and that's grip strength. I'm going to tell you what that means and how strong you have to be stronger than 95% of men. This was a pure study, and what it showed is that grip strength is one of the best biomarkers for all around mortality. If you have a 5 kilogram or 11-pound weaker grip strength compared to the average person for your age, you have a 16% greater 16% greater all-cause mortality. And if you have a 10 kilogram weaker strength, you have a 34% increase in mortality. Unfortunately, just crushing a tennis ball and getting really strong isn't going to make you live forever. Grip strength is just a window into your overall muscle mass and nervous system health. It's not the one thing that's going to actually kill you. Regardless, if you believe me that's important, the next obvious question is, what is good grip strength? Are you strong enough? This is a 200-pound gripper. It's basically a block of granite, and almost nobody can close this. And I certainly can't. I'm not particularly close. Neither hand, honestly, both hands together, I can't close this. Somebody can, I'm sure. I can't. This one is 100 pounds. This I can do. This is basically the participation trophy of grip strength. More than half of people my age, more than half of men my age can do this. So somewhere between 100 pounds and 200 pounds becomes a good number. We go from mediocre to great. This chart shows exactly what percentile you are at different ages for different strengths. I'm in my 40s, so to be elite and better than 95% of other men, I'd need to have a strength of 140 pounds. To be average, I just need to clear 100 pounds. What's interesting is that for most men, strength stays remarkably flat from your 20s all the way into your 50s. But when we get into our 60s and 70s, that's where the cliff happens. What this means is if you don't build a strength reserve before you're age 60, you're going to have a hard time with it later. Women have a similar pattern, but with a lower strength. 95% for a 40-year-old woman is around 85 pounds, and the median is around 65 pounds. I have all this equipment. So the question is, how strong am I specifically?
To measure grip strength, I'm going to use this electronic hand dynamometer, something like that. I got it for $30 off of Amazon. It's a Camry EH101. It looks like this. It's got a digital reader at the top. You squeeze this, you grab this, squeeze as hard as you can. There's a little bit of adjustments you can do to get it perfectly set up, and it'll tell you how strong you're gripping. I've done it before once I got it, so I know about what I'm going to score, but I'll do it here for the video. To do this properly, you're supposed to be seated using one hand, not having the hand rested against your body, but like in front of you, and then squeeze it as hard as you can. So that's 121 pounds. To actually get the clinical measurement, you would do it both sides. That's 116, so my left side's a little bit weaker. You would do it both sides. You would do it like with a minute break and do it 3 times on each side, and then take an average. So I've seen that if I may do it, each successive one's a little weaker. So here I got 121 the first time. That was about the same, 122. But if I did a 3 average, I'd probably like be 118, 120 maybe. And that is, when I look at the numbers for my age, that's about 65, 70th percentile, maybe 75th percentile if I'm being very generous. So that's not bad, it's okay. I'd like to be higher. I'd like to get up into the strong or elite category, the 95th percentile even, which has to get up into 140 pounds, 150 pounds, 160 pounds. So there's a lot of growth there. There's a couple ways to do that. I bought these. There's apparently a brand called Captains of Crush. That's not what these are. I bought the cheap ones. but they come in different grip strength. That's 100, that's 125, I've got 150 there. And so in theory, I should be able to crush 100, which I can do. I can't quite do 125, and I can't really touch 50. So do these a bunch. If you ask Amazon, or if you ask Gemini or ChatGPT about doing this, then they will say once you start doing that, you need to train the other direction. So if you're training squeezing, you need to train expanding like this. So this apparently stops you from getting tennis elbow if you train these muscles too much. These are two of the exercises. Farmer's carries are another good one. And hanging pull-ups. So we'll see. I'm going to train it for the next year, 2 years, whatever. We'll see if I can get up into the 140, 150 pound range. If I get that high, there's apparently a trick once you get into 130, 140, 150 pound range where you can crush an apple. And if you get to 200, you can crush a potato. The other thing that is a pretty good metric for how your grip strength is how long you can hang in a pull-up position. So anything over 40 to 60 seconds is really good. Anything in the like 70 to 80 range is quite good. Anything in like 90, 100 or longer seconds is in the elite zone. I think my best times are in like the 75 seconds, which is a little better than my grip strength because I'm fairly light. So we'll see how close we can get to that today. Start my timer. And you're just supposed to be hanging. You're not supposed to be in a like flexed pull-up position. You should just be hanging off the ground and seeing how long you can go until your grip burns and you just can't hold it anymore. Oh man. All right, so that was something like 75 seconds, which is okay, but I'll try to get that up past 100 seconds too.